It's being called cicada apocalypse. Millions of cicadas are about to emerge from the ground, and ABC 10 Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods tell us why this hasn't happened since Thomas Jefferson was president.
The piercing sound of the cicada apocalypse is about to take over parts of the eastern United States.
The ground is literally going to be carpeted with dead cicadas.
Once the ground 8 inches deep warms to 64 degrees, a mega swarm of 2 different types, or what's called broods of cicadas, will make their way to the surface, ready to find a mate.
For some random reason, the eastern side of North America has these periodic broods. Everywhere else on Earth, with a couple of exceptions, they emerge annually or every couple of years.
Like in California, where you may hear them chirping away this time of year. That sound coming from air in their stomach.
So think of a cicada as being built like a drum, right? And that's how they make the sound. They have a membrane on each side of the abdomen that they vibrate.
Acting like a reverb chamber. When hundreds of them make this sound, it can be deafening.
There is a species in Sydney, Australia, that is louder than a jackhammer. Now, can you imagine what a city filled with those things must be like?
Yes, we can, because I'm from Ohio and Monica's from Indiana, so we're used to this. But for people that aren't, how long will this last?
Well, it's not going to last that long, because keep in mind, these bugs basically feed underground. So they feed on the sap of a tree root. When they emerge, once they mate, the males are pretty much done, and then the females will last long enough to lay their eggs, and then as long as their food supply lasts, they'll be able to survive, but not too long.
Yeah, and I do have one question. What about the babies?
I know, right? Well, the babies are going to go back underground for another 13 to 17 years. Once they mature, they'll feed on that sap, and they mature, and then they start that next generation.
An eerie sound, but very familiar.
Right, so it's the combination of these two, what they call broods, coming out and just basically covering parts of our eastern part of the U.S. like carpet.
I've had cicadas in my hair. It is not a good time.
Okay, so here's the deal, and this is why we wanted to do this story right now, because as we look at the weather pattern, it is going to start to warm.